Hi, welcome to this lecture. So in the last lecture, we have created our models.py, we have created our database file, we have already created our migrations, make migration, we have done with our database basically. So now what you have to do, we are done with our database, but that is not exactly connected to our admin file where we can add data. Admin.py or the admin file is something which enables us to add data or which enables us to interact with our web application. Like you can see, every time we need a dashboard to add data that will be shown to our users. For the blogs, we are going to add our titles, blog descriptions, blog images, and a lot of things that are going to be needed for our for our models.py to store some data. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are going to do a very easy thing, like we are going to add something to our admin.py. So what exactly we are going to add? Now we have created some models, but we have not registered them, so we have to register the models here. So we are going to import from .models import star. We are going to import all the models from our admin.py, or all the models from our models.py, and here we are going to register admin.site.register. And the first thing that we are going to register is the blog model, and the second thing that we are going to register admin.site.register, that is actually the author model. Okay, now we are already registered to our admin.py. Let's check our urls.py of our project. Like you can see, there is no urls.py in our app, but we have to add one. So we are going to add one urls.py, and we will be using that later. I'm just adding it in this lecture. Let's check the urls.py of our project. I can see this admin panel has an extension of admin /. Okay, what does that mean? Let's try to run our server and let's see what does that mean. So what we are going to do now, we are going to run our server. To run our server, what we are going to do, we are going to use that python manage.py and run server. Okay, so now it will be running with this. This is actually the link, not the link. This is the IP address and the port address. Let's click it, and once you click it, you will see that it installed, worked successfully. If you are seeing this, that means your application or your initial code is actually correct. So now if I am adding one extension of admin here, then it will show me something. It will be asking me for some username and for some password. Now this username and password are not known to you, but you have to set them by your own. So how to set them? This is very basic thing. So how to set them? The first thing, we have to call the python manage.py, and you have to pass something called as a create super user. Now who is a super user? Super user is someone who has all type of access to the database, all type of access to the templates, all type of access to the entire web application. So here we are creating a super user, and username, it is asking for username, which I am going to pass as admin. It is asking for email address, which I am going to pass admin@admin.com, and it is also asking for password, which I am going to pass admin. Again, I am going to pass admin. Now it will be giving an error. Why? Because that not an error, a warning, because that password is quite easy. Okay, now the password is too common. So I'm going to pass y here because I'm not going to validate here. This is just for learning. So now the super user is created. Let's run our server again. Okay, now we can actually enter. Now you can see this is our server which is running perfectly, and now we actually can enter our admin file. Now you can see we can enter our admin file, and if you see properly, we have something called as groups and users. From where this is coming? This is coming from that authentication app that you have seen in the installed apps. That authentication app is an inbuilt app. Okay, now we are not going to discuss about that, but we are going to see that authors and blogs are actually visible here. Now some of you might have a doubt why we have used that meta. This meta gives us this name. The meta that we have used, that gives us this name. We have used author for author, and we have used blogs for blogs. So that gives us this name, and that is the work of methods. Meta, similarly for the object, this is for the class. Something which tells some, what is a metadata? Metadata is something which tells something more about the data. So what is a meta class? Meta class is something which tells something more about class. But what about objects? If you are going to add some objects here, then what about objects? So let's try to add some objects, and I will show you why that str method, the magic method that we have used. So let's try to add an author first. So to add one author, we are going to pass some name, which is actually going to be Abhijit Tripathi, and we are going to pass some profile pic. I have actually previously I have built something for that author, so the profile pic is here. We are going to take that profile pic, and we are going to pass founder here in the bio, and we are going to save it. First, try to add the author because the blog uses author as a foreign key. So here in the blog, we are going to pass some title. So I'm going to take the data from our database that we have already created. Already created means created previously, just to save time. So here it is the title, the short description we can take here. Like this is our short description. The description that we can take here, like this is our description. The date can be 27/06/21, and who is going to be author? The author is going to be Abhijit Tripathi. So you can see, you are seeing Abhijit Tripathi here. You are not seeing author object 1. That is because of the str function that we have used. Now here in the slog, we are going to pass something as a slog. So the slog is also, I am also going to take the slog from here. Okay. Now once you have added the slog, you can click on save. And you can see your object is visible here, but it is not visible as object 1. It is visible as the title itself, which we passed as a str method, which is our magic method. So that's why that is very important. So in this lecture, you have seen how to work with admin. This is the way to work with admin. If you are selecting this and you are passing delete selected was, then this will be getting deleted as well. So admin panel is something that makes Django different from other full stack frameworks that are available. So this is something for this lecture, how to work with admin file. This is quite important. Next, what we are going to do, we are going to create our views. We are going to connect them with our URLs or map them to our URLs. We are going to create templates, and we are going to put something more to our templates as well. Okay, so that's all for this lecture, guys. See you in the next one.